Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. We're going to be talking about my top three favorite winter baits and what I think is the best. So if there's a worm, this is just a little trick worm. I would go with a smaller presentation, not necessarily go for like a Mondo worm or anything like that. I would stick to a smaller presentation, and you could even throw like a Ned rig, but I would go something smaller. But I would throw this trick worm with either a shaky head. You could throw it Texas rig with a cone sinker, but I would put a bobber stop on the cone sinker just so it kind of stays together and everything. And you could also throw it on a drop shot, which might be better, might be depending on what you're fishing. But and the colors may vary. I just got a brown with purple and black flake in this one, but depending on what you're fishing, you can switch the color to help that. Is a finesse jig. Smaller presentation than your normal big jig that you're going to be throwing or tossing around, but this you can drag across the bottom slowly. Yeah, you got to slow way down. It's winter. They don't want to be swimming and trying to catch up with something. They just want easy meal that goes right in front of their face. So I'd go throw a jig with something on the back, craw, bandito bug, something, but something smaller. You don't want that big heavy jig in the wintertime. You want something smaller, easy, but you're gonna have to slow it way down. You can't fish it like you're fishing in summer where you're fishing it super fast. You gotta slow way down because they just want an easy meal. But yeah, you can throw same thing with this, depends on the color, and you can throw really whatever trailer you want. I have a craw on this one, and yeah, switch whatever color fits best for you. Clear water, you want to throw like green pumpkin, but dark, dirty water, you're going to want to throw black and blue. My final bait that I would choose to throw, and this would be my one that I would go to, is going to be a jerk bait. Seems to always work during the winter time. I would go. You can go with the bigger one, but same thing again. You want a smaller presentation, easier for them to get or want to go after. They don't feel like they're having to go after a huge thing. But this is the Guggen Squad Junior Scout, and same thing with this. Depending on where you're fishing, what you got in your lakes, like bluegill up here. So I would obviously want more of a bluegill pattern than this. But I could use this because we also got minnows in the lakes around me, so this color would work fine. But I would throw a smaller version, just less big and bulky for them to come after. And this one dives 3 to 5, but it's also a sinking one, so I can get it down there. But I would prefer a little deeper than this just because they're deep right now. So, and you want to be able to get down to wherever that structure is. So I guess it depends on what kind of structure you're fishing, but you could throw this by logs, by suspended fish in the area. So I'd go with whatever color matches bait fish in your lake or pond, whatever you're fishing. And depth-wise, whatever you're fishing. If you're fishing a pond, you can go with a shallower one, but if you're fishing a lake, you obviously want to go with a deeper one. But if I were to pick anything else to go with these, I'd probably pick a rattle trap, just because you can slow that way down, you can let it sink, it's going to have that little wobble going down. And then another thing would be the umbrella rig, because that's just a group of minnows. Yeah, it's kind of bigger presentation, so if you want to throw something bigger, but it's also, you can kind of slowly roll that too, and that's just going to look like a pile of bait fish, so that they might want to maybe get up and move towards that. But yeah, the rattle trap, you can slow it down where it's going to shake down to the bottom, and then you can rip it so that you're still getting action up, but then you can let it shake back down, and they might hit it when you go to rip it. Like they could hit it on that fall down where it's not really a bunch of going crazy, but it's just slowly falling back down to wherever they're at, and then ripping it. But yeah, those are my top 3 baits, and then a couple more that I would consider throwing if I can't catch any on this. But I would kind of stick to smaller presentation baits, not necessarily big bulky ones, not because you're not fishing somewhere they don't really want to have to chase after something. They kind of want something to just fall in their lap. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this helps you on the water, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.